elder comes to town. I've been seeing flyers and everything everywhere, so of course I'm going. Larry, tell me this. I've been looking over your career. You went to Africa, right? What kind of impact did that make on you? It seemed like you did a big turnaround in what you were going to do in life. Came back with a message.
As a matter of fact, it changed my entire life, you know, as I was able to see America from the outside, and the things that I really took for granted. When I came back home, I didn't take for granted anymore. But the love that the people showed me there, I incorporated that kind of love into my life. You know, even though I grew up in that particular tradition, but it like gave it a little boost, you know, something that maybe I had forgotten.
Yeah. Now, I see that in your writings. I see that cultural flair. But tell me about The Elder Comes to Town. What will we explore so far as the culture in this play?
Okay, The Elder Comes to Town, I kind of had a flashback when I was around about 9 years old. And I remember this particular incident, man, and it was almost like a dream. And after I'd finished my writings on Africa, I said, it's time now to come back home. It's time to write about Fifth Ward. So The Elder Comes to Town flashed in my head. And I remember when I was 9 years old, and I saw the elder, you know, so I say, The Elder Comes to Town. That'd be a great title for this.
Okay, we're going to take a little time out, and then we're going to talk to Shirley when we get back, but we're going to stop and take a look at some of The Elder Comes to Town.
Says here, the elder is coming to town.
The elder? I ain't never heard of him.
Well, it says he's some kind of divine healer.
Lord have mercy. Now, why is they always wanting to set up tent in our neighborhood? They need to go over there and heal some of them folks so they can pay us some more money. The only divine healer I need is God Almighty.
Well, he said that he was buried in a tomb for 30 years, and then he rose from the grave.
I guess the next thing he's going to be saying is he Jesus Christ himself.
No, not quite, but you're close. Yeah, well, it says he's going to be in the Fifth Ward on Friday. Says that any disabled body or soul is welcome to come and see the power of God at work. Well, you want to go Friday?
I thought we was going to see T-Bone Walker. And we don't know, the Brown funeral services might be on Friday. Either way, that elder is going to be here for more than one day, especially if he hear the sound of money in that collection plate.
Yeah, well, I hear the sound of bones slamming. I got to go. Yep, ain't played bones with my boys in over a month. So I got the night was domino night.
Okay, well, look here now. What you want to do? You going to eat now? You want me to put this food away or what?
Save me some chicken and a bowl of that cow. Just put it up there on top of the stove.
Okay, because when I leave out of here, I'm not coming back in here for the children or nobody else. I'm tired.
Yes, ma'am.
Pretty darn funny there. Shirley, you guys have a lot of young actors in the play. How do you handle a cast full of youngsters?
Well, it's a learning process for us, believe me. But it's exciting to see these young folks developing. I worked in theater here for years, and that's always a problem. So I'm glad that we're able to have a hand in this development of some new talent.
Now, talking about development, this is set, you know, in a different time for us as youngsters. How do you get them to think in that way, to take on the character, to take on the feeling of what, the 50s or 60s we're talking about?
Early 50s.
Early 50s.
Amazingly enough, that seems relatively simple. I think music helps a lot, and I guess there seems to be an attraction for the music as well as the clothes. So that hasn't been a problem. I think that it's a learning experience for them, and we hope it will be for the audience to look back at that, because it offers a view of what life was like before integration. And though certainly integration offered some pluses for us, we also lost some things, and I think that's important for our children to know, and I think that they learned that in our audience.
Okay. I hate to cut you off. I know we were running out of time, but Larry, I want to get one more question into you. What do you want your audience to take away from this play?
It's a message there for the young. It's a message for the elder also, There are certain conflicts with a mother and son, a mother who gave her son everything, but that seemed like that wasn't enough. So sometimes we can give our children everything in the world, but yet and still, somehow or another, they still go astray.
Okay.
And we have that conflict there, but it's, you know, and it goes away to say, there was things happening back in our lives during that time that's similar to the things that's happening now. It's just more, it's more modernized.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, Shirley, quickly tell us again, where can we see it?
You can see it at Cullen Performance Hall at University of Houston on Friday and Saturday, November 15th and 16th at 8 p.m.
Okay, thank you both for being here.